Hey, good evening. So we're here on a scene of a bank robbery at the corner of Westheimer and Rogerdale. So what I'd like to do is give you a little bit of a timeline of what occurred and let you know where we are right now. So starting out at about 4:15 this afternoon, the Houston Police Department received a call of a bank robbery in progress at the Chase Bank right behind me at 410 Westheimer. Initial information we received was that a male passed a note to a teller demanding money and that he had a bomb on him. Also, when the suspect went up to the teller, he lifted up his jacket and displayed a pistol. At this time, the teller walked away from the counter, and after several moments, we're unsure about how long, the suspect became, we believe, nervous. He started walking back towards the exit of the bank. Fortunately, we had officers from our West Side Crime Suppression Team when this call dropped, literally at the corner of Westheimer and the Beltway. They pulled into the Exxon station, and as one of the officers gets out, he approaches the bank, looks inside the window, and he describes it as it looks business as usual. He opens the door, makes contact, doesn't see any commotion inside, sees the suspect walking toward him. The suspect makes eye contact with him and appears to be startled. The officer confirms the clothing description with the dispatcher, and lo and behold, that is the suspect coming out. The officer approaches the suspect, tells him to hold on, that he's being detained right now, and after confirming the description, the officer attempts to handcuff the suspect inside the bank. As the officer is attempting to place a handcuff on the suspect runs outside of the door. The officer on foot gives chase as we have units converging on the bank, and a struggle ensues outside the bank in the parking lot. As our initial officer, who makes the first contact with the suspect, is struggling with the suspect, a pistol falls out of the suspect's waistband. The officer described the suspect attempting to pick up the pistol when the officer was able to kick it away, and at this time we have officers converging on the scene and we're able to take him into custody. One of our officers indicated that she thought she smelled a chemical odor on the suspect, and which kind of reaffirmed our belief, or based upon the suspect's note, that he had a chemical bomb on him. We secured the bank, we removed everybody from the inside of the bank, and so we could keep his vehicle secluded. We had the Houston Fire Department, hazmat team respond, along with our bomb squad from the Houston Police Department. They have since cleared the scene. They have cleared the car from any dangerous chemicals. However, I will tell you that our suspect is currently wanted out of Harris County for burglary and arson. So that arson charge, that arson warrant, just buttressed the fact that this suspect could have had some chemicals on him. So we wanted to take extra precaution to make sure no citizens were hurt. We did recover a Kimber .45 caliber pistol, which was loaded from the suspect. And since the suspect is a current felon, he will be charged with aggravated robbery, felon in possession of a firearm, along with the 2 felony warrants out of Harris County for burglary and for arson. Right now we have cleared the scene. We have just recently opened up traffic on Westheimer, so it is a little bit backed up right now, but traffic is flowing in both directions, as well as the Beltway service road. So it's going to be a little bit more time before we can clear out the congestion for the traffic, especially during rush hour right now. So that's really kind of what we have right now. If anybody has any questions, I'll try to answer what I can at this time.
The fumes. Do you know what those fumes were coming from?
So it's interesting. One officer thought she smelled fumes because she said she started having some trouble breathing and she started coughing. Other officers who've had even closer contact, who were struggling with the suspect, indicated they didn't smell anything. The officer is being treated at the hospital just as a precaution. So we don't know if there's chemicals on him or not. We don't believe there are, but we want to take extra precaution to make sure our officer is okay right now.
There wasn't anything found inside the truck?
So when the bomb squad came out, there was a jug inside of the vehicle, which they were unable to identify what was inside. They have since cleared the inside of the vehicle, so there is no hazard right now, based upon bomb squad's report to us.
And can you talk to us about, you mentioned he had warrants out for him in Harris County. Can you talk to us about that arson or any of those cases?
I don't have the details of those specific cases, because when we just ran them, just the warrants popped up, so I haven't had time to look at the details of those 2 incidents. It's one of the same incident, the burglary and the arson. It is the same incident. It's under one incident report, but I don't have the details as far as what happened on that case.
And the suspect in custody right now?
The suspect is in custody, yes. She was not the one that initially responded. She was a patrol officer. She was assisting our West Side crime suppression team. So she was second or third unit to arrive on the scene. I'm sorry, I can't hear you. I'm sorry, go ahead. Perimeter where if there is an explosive device inside of the vehicle, that we have a far enough perimeter sustained where if anything were to go wrong, nobody's going to get hurt. We probably have some of the best trained bomb squad personnel with our HFD hazmat folks as well. So I think the public needs to be reassured that the training and experience based upon our fire department and our police officers, it's second to none. But as far as what we rely on the judgment of the experts, on our bomb squad officers and our hazmat officers to tell us what they believe is inside the vehicle, and based upon their report, we take the appropriate action. Do we need to increase our perimeter, or can we go ahead and restrict a little bit? Anything else? Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank y'all.
You want to give me your name?
Yeah, great. Commander David Angelo. I'm the commander of our HPD's West Side Division, which this area is part of under the area of my area of responsibility. So this is Lieutenant Tim Kubiak. He's our lieutenant from our crime suppression team. Is one of his officers that actually approached the first one on scene. And we have Lieutenant Neil Supre, who's our evening shift patrol commander as well. So just a team effort by everybody, by the fire department, Houston Police Department, our patrol guys, and our crime suppression team. So thank you, guys.